Good morning. My name is Tammy, and I'd like to welcome you to Tammy's Stitches. Greetings from Maine, everyone. This is my small, little, tiny corner of Berwick, Maine, where I come to once a week, normally, to go over what I have stitched during the week. I did not get as much stitching as I normally get done because I was not feeling very well at the beginning of the week. I was pretty much sick Monday and Tuesday. So I did film an extra yesterday because my Thanksgiving is actually tonight with my husband's family. So on Thanksgiving we don't normally do a whole heck of a lot. So I decided to do a extra for my December stitching, or my Deck the Halls December. There's also my Deck the Halls ornament birthday sale next month. For the whole month of December, whatever ornaments you want to get completed, if you care to join me, will be done next month. Kind of like Laura Stitching by the Shore, her pumpkin birthday sale. Same idea, except it's just little tiny Christmas ornaments. So, alright. So for November, whereas Sunday is the last day, I completed everything for all my goals or all my things, except for this one right here, which is the skull sampler, which I will do tomorrow. I got all my weekly focuses completed. I got my Never Forget bingo completed and all blacked out. And I'm thinking from now on, if I get, or in the beginning of the year, if I get the whole thing blacked out, and that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like 9 bingos, I guess. I don't know. All I know is if I get the whole thing blacked out, I'm going to give myself, a new start, or a new pattern, or a new something. So, I think that's what I'm going to do there. So, shall we get started? So I have my new Deck the Halls December, and I'm going to spin my bingo wheel so you guys know what I start on Monday. Okay, let's get started, shall we? How about we go with my weekly focus? Okay. This is Thanksgiving Sampler, or Thanksgiving Quaker, by Tinsel Cross Stitch. And I did quite a bit, actually. I'm using Stitching for Sass, or Dying for Sass, which I don't know. I know they're not on Etsy anymore. I don't know if they have a website or anything. I haven't checked it out. But their thread, their floss is amazing. And this is called OB Ball. It's shades of oranges. And I think for this one, it goes very well. So I finished this up this morning. This is the Thanksgiving Quaker from Tinsel Cross Stitch. I started it restarted it on April 23rd, 2024, stitching it on a 25 count Potato Lugano 1/1, and I'm using Dying for Sass B-Ball. My goal for this is 2,000. I have surpassed my goal, and there is 16,105 to complete it, and I have completed 2,400 stitches, and I am at 14.90%. And here we are. I have to finish up the leaves here. I worked on the tree, the sheep, and the pumpkins. This morning I got this corn cob in, I got this part in. I finished up one of the pilgrims and I did the leaf. So, and I added one more leaf up here because I only had 12 and there was supposed to be 13 across. So now I have 13 across, and I just got to finish up the bottom ones. And then I can work my way down yet again. I don't know when this is going to come out again, but I'm pretty sure where I'm spinning for a monthly, either seasonal or sampler, it'll hit one of them. So that one is done, and I'm very proud of myself to get. And I ended up doing more than 200 stitches for a lot of it because I wanted to even it up. So yesterday I did 240. At one point, I think on Monday, I did 203 because I wanted to make sure that everything, I wanted an even number. So, you know, so far I've got 400 stitches on my new 2000 goal, and I'm just going to be trying to get another 2000, and once I hit that, another 2000, hit that, until I get to 16,000. There's that one. Okay, and then, so I got 1,073 stitches on that. So I needed the 73 to make sure that everything added up. So, alright, the next thing I worked on was, alright, this was a new start. I have to figure out which one it was. Now this one, I was enabled with this one because I saw it and she's doing it. She's doing the full version. I am not. But Siski from Siski Stitches, she's doing the Rose Con 6 portals, the whole thing. And she always starts from the right, not the left, like a lot of other people do. Laura Stitching by the Shore is just doing the first one, which is the autumn one. Jen, the Caffeinated Crafter, she went all the way across. So every week for right now, she's doing 300 stitches in each portal. And then in January, she'll be doing 1 portal a month. So I decided, and I'm glad I only got the one. If I want to get, I do like the autumn one, so I might be getting that one too. I don't know. We will see. But this is 202 by 800. So I needed a very long piece of 25 count. And this is Glowtown City. And it is portal number 6. And isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I've been basically picking a color in 2 blocks and then going down 4 spaces, 4 blocks. So I'm doing 1 2x4 section. And I started this on, this is Glowstone City Portal 6. This is by Rose Catherine Kahn, and it is charted by Paine Crafts. And I started this on November 25th, 2025. I'm stitching it on a 25 count easy guide, 1/1. I'm using the Kohl floss. My goal for this is 5,000. Now, out of 161,600 stitches, I have completed 360 and I am at 0.22%. And the purples in this are absolutely gorgeous. And that's another reason why I like it, because I am a purple girl. And here we are. So as you can see, I'm doing 1, 2 by 4. And then I'll go over to the next 2 and go down 4 and until I get across. So there it is. And I never thought I would do this. I really didn't, because I don't normally suffer from FOMO, but yeah, with this one I did. Because I love purple, and I don't know, I just love it. And it was relatively, I didn't get the full thing. I'm only doing the portals that I really like, so that's probably only going to be 2. So, I didn't want to do all of them together. So, that's Glowstone City. And then this one, I think it is. Yes. Alright, as you know, in January, I am doing a FlossTube Friends. Not Frenzy, Friends. And I've picked 6 people. 6 of my favorite FlossTubers. And one of them is the horror stitcher Lisa. And when I first started watching her on her first or second video, she said outright that Pennywise was her favorite horror character. Now, Pennywise is the clown from the Stephen King book It. And it is the book itself, when he wrote it, the setting is Derrymaine. So I started this, and I'm not going to work on it again until January, when Lisa posts her first regular FlossTube for January. And I love it. I literally love it. And I don't watch horror movies. I don't read horror books. But I enjoy Stitchy. I figured that one out. I don't understand myself. But there it is. And I started this on, this is Pennywise by Teslime Art, Teslime Art, on Etsy. I started it on November 26th to 2025. I'm stitching it on a 25 count easy guide, 1/1, and I'm using the Kohl floss. My goal is 5,000 stitches. It has 31,021 stitches, and I've gotten 300 completed. So I've got a pretty good base, and I've gotten 0.97% done. Why couldn't you do the other 3? Get it all done. I didn't want to. So I started with the letters right here, and these go across, and it says the clown, and then somewhere in the E you start working on the Pennywise, and then you work on the clown itself. So there is definitely a lot of red. And I was really surprised about the pink. Can't really see it, but I was really surprised about the pink. But there it is. I did start it. Now I just have to start K's. And the lovely K is getting a Celtic Owl by Zana Croswell. And it's a beautiful owl. It's an absolutely beautiful owl. So I want to make sure I have a base on all these. I don't want to start them for the first time when they do it, just in case there's any oopses. So Pennywise, I got 300 stitches on. And then what's this one? Oh, yeah. It was Hair and Pumpkins, which I started for hashtag pumpkin birthday sale. So it looks like this is by Wanderling Stitches, and I've got a bunch more of these. I have a hair and acorns. I think I bought the hair and snowdrops. I don't know. They have so many of them, but I love this one, and I was very happy that I started it. There's another card here. Yes. This is the Hair and Pumpkin by Wanderling Stitches. I started this on October 7th, 2025. I'm stitching it on an 18 count taupe of the morning. I'm not sure if that's correct though. I'm using the called for DMC except I replaced 3853 with 4124. Since this is a paper pattern, my goal is 2,500 stitches, and out of that 2,000, I have completed 622. And I worked on the hair. And I worked on some of the pumpkins. Now the next time I pull this out, I'm going to do the pumpkins up here, and then finish the pumpkins down here. And those will be done, and then I'm going to work on some more of the hair. These go relatively quickly, which is I like, but I'm just going to pull it out whenever. Or if it happens to get spun. I don't know if it's on a wheel or not, but I'm focusing on some finishes, and this happens to be one of them. So I'll have to put it on my finish wheel. Okay, so we got the hair and the pumpkins. And that was for my Never Forget Bingo. And I got 213 stitches on that one. Oh, this is the skull sampler, and I'll be working on this tomorrow. This is from Kohl on Etsy, and I started it on November 1st, 2025, and I'm using an 18 count sterling, or I'm stitching on an 18 count sterling, and I'm using a Live and Die LA blackout. And it's a paper pattern. No, I have this on Pattern Keeper. So my goal is 5,000 stitches, and out of 11,282, I have completed 860, and I am at 7.62%. And here is, it's more purple hues than black. And So hopefully, if I put this away, I can get this block done, but if I don't, I don't. And this is on my sampler wheel still, so when I get done through all my samplers and restart my wheel, then that will get called again, hopefully. And that was my monthly sampler, and I got 200 stitches done. Okay, let's just see. Oh. Now, let's find it. I have the one for Sisky. Sisky's another one that's going to be getting a special, a whip specifically for her. I didn't do as much on this because it was very, very hard to see, but I'm just going to power through it. I'm going to very much power through it. Now, I can't remember where this is from, but oh, this is the Flower Fox from Stitchy Tales. I don't know if it's called the Flower Fox, but that's what I'm calling it. Here it is. The whole background is a very light pink. So this is full coverage. And I started this on November 22nd, 2025. I'm using a 25 count Easy Guide 1/1 using the called for floss. My goal for this is 5,000. There are 40,000 stitches to complete it, and I have only completed 150, and I am at 0.38% and white and the pink. Yeah. So I got a box and a half. That's it. There it is. That's all I got. That's 150 stitches. So it's got some, so that's all that matters. If I only get, you know, not even 150 or 100, then it's gonna take me a long time. So it doesn't take that long. Alright, so that's Flower Fox. And then I spun for the Turkey Gnome. Believe it or not, I only did 10 projects all week, because like I said, I was not feeling good and my husband was home and there were just issues with the car, and needless to say, where he hit a deer on his way to work, and he ended up having to go get a rental, have them take it apart, estimate it, and they totaled the car. So now we're borrowing his father's car because his father's never going to drive again, so we're using his father's car so Sam can get back and forth to work, and then I think I'm just going to let him go buy whatever he wants, because I'm not dealing with it. I just can't. I can't do it. So anyway, here is the Turkey Gnome. It's very cute. And this is from Favorite Gnome on Etsy. And I started this on May 27th, 2025. That was during my Gnome frenzy. And I'm stitching it on an 18 count vintage country mocha. and I'm using the Kohl for DMC. My goal is 2,500. There are 7,946 stitches to complete it, and I have completed 863, and I am at 10.86%. And what did I do? I did 202 stitches. And here it is. I got another color of red in there. I worked in this area here. I did some filling, so the hat's getting filled in, and then I'm gonna, once I get this side here filled in, I'm gonna go over to this side here and start filling. So, but this is on my Gnome Go, I believe. So let's see what we see. I also have to work on my Cameo Tino. Work on my gnomes. Let me see. Love my gnomes. So there was the turkey gnome, and that got spun on my Never Forget bingo. Alright, next. What is this? Yep. I just threw this one in here. This is Candy Corn and Pumpkin by Stitches by Ethel. And this was also on my Never Forget bingo. And I'm very happy with this. I got 200 even on this one. And I started this one on October 13th. This was also for hashtag Pumpkin Birthday Sal. And I'm stitching it on an 18 count Forbidden Fiber Company Fabric of the Month. I'm using the called for DMC. My goal is to finish it because it's really not all that big. It's only 81 by 55. So here's what I finished. I finished up the face. Well, I had the face in anyway. I haven't completely finished it. But I got the face of the head of the mouse. And I'm getting the pumpkin that he's sitting done. So this one is very cute, and I plan on taking it out. I'm going to put this one on my finished board. So that's Candy Corn and Pumpkins. And then, take me a minute to find these. Oh, I know I took one out. Alright, so another one. I tried to do my. It's October. November. Here's November. I really did. I put in an attempt to do my squirrel sampler. Well, every spot I picked somehow was wrong. So I was like, okay, I'm done with this for now, because it's going in timeout. I don't know how long it's going to go in timeout, but it is going to go in timeout. So, like I said, my bingo boards are usually subject to change if I can't find something, or if something doesn't work out, then I replace it with something else. This is from the Heart Needle Art, the November Quaker, which is what I replaced the squirrel sampler with. and I got to figure out what I did wrong. I really do, because it's going to drive me crazy. So I am doing this on, where's my card? I got a card for this one. There it is. This is the November Quaker, and I started this on November 22nd, 2025, and I'm stitching this on a 16 count ivory 8er, and I'm using the called for floss. My goal is 2,000, and I completed 200 stitches. So I have 1,800 stitches left to go. And this is a huge motif, as you can see right here. This is what I'm starting with right there. It's a huge motif. And there it is. And it's not even, it's only a quarter of the way done. So this is going to take me a little bit. When I did the December one, it took me a week. But that was the only thing I worked on. So these are all going to go, or the ones that I have so far are all going to go on my finished board. And I need to find one more thing, and I know I took that out because I was going to start something on that. So oh, right there. Alright, and last but not least, so the November Quaker, I got 200 stitches on. That was a start, and it was also for my Never Forget bingo. Yeah. This one got chosen, spun for as well. This is the November Chrysanthemum by Cottage Garden Samplings, and I'm using all the called for. Oh gosh. This I started on November 10th, 2025. I'm stitching it on an 18 count jade, and I'm using the called for floss except for the letters. Letters, I'm using Sulky 4090, and where this is a paper pattern, my goal is 2,500, and I have completed 447 stitches out of that 2,500. And I got in 240. Yeah. The letters definitely show better in person. So I got, what did I get? 2 filled the W and the I in width, all, and then the TH in that. And I finished the turkey, which is so cute, and finished that. So yeah. Alrighty, and that is everything that I got. Yay. So I'm going to clean out this storage bin and put in my December ones, and take it from there. Alright, so that's it. I only got 10 things, that's very sad, but hey, progress is progress, no matter how many you get. And I did work on Pennywise for a couple of days, and I worked on Glowstone City for a couple of days. So after I got my bingo done, I didn't care what I did. And so I worked on them, and I actually got more than just 200 stitches. I mean, I did get some patterns in the mail, but I forgot to bring them in, so I'm not going to worry about that one right now. But I did ended up buying some stuff on Etsy. And yesterday, I had my daughter on 123 Stitch, and I'm like, put her on my wish list, and I said, here you go, buy whatever you want for me for Christmas. I have no idea what she bought. I don't know how much she spent. I don't care. So, I did buy a couple new ones. One of the new ones I did buy was the Glow City, the Portal 6. And, I do want to get the other two dragons. I think one's name's Estelle, and then one's named something else. I want to get those. And granted, God only knows when I'm going to start them, but you never know. You never know. Okay, so I ended up buying a bulk of Cloak Soft because it was like 70% off. So I think it went from $70 to $20, and I was all for that. So, alright, I did get on Thread Geeks, and I did buy some things. This is My Chemical Romance by Guy Fink. And this is Animal from the Muppets. And this is also Guy Fink. And then we have this funky looking Alice. I know this is Guy Fink. I think I bought everything except for My Chemical Romance. I'm not quite sure. No. The next one was not Guy Fink. I don't remember which the next one is. But yeah. That will not be my birthday start. Oh, this is Too Late for Tea by Simona Candini, and she was the one who did Alice in the Lakers. I really like her stuff, and I feel bad that all of her things are retiring at the end of next month. So I might go back and pick up a couple more. I'm not quite sure where I got these from. I want to say Autumn Andrea on Etsy, but I'm not 100% sure. But look, two of my favorite things, or the Highland Cow is definitely becoming one of my favorite things, and the Gnome. And then you know about the Celtic Owl. I'll show it to you. Anyway, this is one I'm going to be starting for my lovely friend Kay, the Stitching Pfeiffer. She is from Scotland, and I think on Sunday she's starting the Celtic Unicorn. And I think it's stained glass. Beautiful. Beautiful. So maybe I'll start this on Sunday. I don't know. This is the baby bear, which I adore. My daughter really loves polar bears, so every time I see a polar bear, I think of her. And this one is from Moonlight or Moonlit Stitching, Moonlight Stitching Company, and it is a mushroom berry. I just like the colors. I really do. I love the colors. And this is a freebie that I got from I don't know where, but this is baby golden dragon icon. That's very cute. It's very pixelated though, I don't know. And then Don't remember where I got this. I want to say it's from Autumn Andrea, but it is the Grinch. He is so cute. And then this is from Vibe's Nest. And it is the Mad Hatter hat. This one may be my most start, I don't know. And this one is from Soda Stitch Designs. I don't know how well it's going to come out, but there we go. They have another one with Santa's head up here and he's looking down at the town. I love Soda Stitch. They have some really cool stuff. And this is also from Moonlight. And this is Dragon in a teacup. It is so cute. That teacup is just absolutely amazing. And the butterfly. And the little treats around the cup. Very cool. And then I got Christmas Funny Gnomes by Box and Fox. Yes. And then I got Wizard Cornelius's Library. And not sure where I got this one from. Oh, Pancake Designs on Etsy. She's got a bunch of these libraries, but they're very small, and I want to do... I don't like doing huge. That portal is probably going to take me the rest of my life, but I really don't like doing huge, so here it is. This you can actually put on 18 count, and it's very small. I love the library look. And then I got the Nutcracker store, toy store, I think. Oh, the Nutcracker Bookshop. And I do believe this is from Cloaksoft. I think. It could be from Teslime. I love it. And then I got this from Zena Crosswell. This was like $4, $3. This is Touch of Madness. Me and my Alice. And then I got this one from Pandora Cross Stitch. This is Raven and Roses stained glass. I love dark imagery. And I don't know why I started liking such dark imagery since I started stitching again, but between Halloween, Alice, Hocus Pocus, the ladies, the three witches, Winifred, Mary, and Sarah, and love it. And then I showed you that one already. And then this is Lord Corvus. This is also from Zena Crosswell. This might be one of my new starts for the birds bingo in January. Let me see. Those are subject to change. This one, I don't know why, but it reminds me of a bear. But it's not a bear. But it reminds me of a bear. This is the Christmas otter. And he's very cute. But he looks more like a bear than an otter. But that's okay. I still love it. And then last but not least was the unique Christmas tree of Brooks. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? This may be a new start in my future. I don't know. Because anybody who knows me knows that I love to read. So, alright, so that is, plus I ended up getting 2 paper patterns. They are both because Laura's Stitching by the Shore enabled me, and that is the Turkey Day by Cottage Garden Samplings, and there's another turkey by Cottage Garden Samplings. I love them both. So, alright, now, this is, like I said, my Deck the Halls December. So I'm going to spin for the first one. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay. So, next one. What to spin? Now we are spinning for the bingo. Alright. Good happy day, thank you. Need to spin for the bingo. So, there's my numbers, 1 through 25. And, oh, 13. Wow. Okay. Hopefully this is the right one. Number 13 is... Frank's Monster by the Art Revivalist, charted by Stitchy So Beautiful. It's 250 by 250. It's using 100 colors. Now, I started this one because I was angry about another one. So I started this on October 15th, 2025. I'm stitching it on a 25 count Easy Guide 1/1. I'm using the called for DMC. My goal is 5,000 stitches. Out of 62,500 stitches, I have completed 1,240, and I am at 1.98%, almost to 2%. Yay me! And this is where I am. So, on December 1st, I will haul this out. And try to get another 200 stitches on it. Yes. Okay. Why do I have Frank's Monster, which is kind of creepy, on my Christmas bingo? Well, because I like this one. And if I can get 200 stitches a month on this every month, then I'm good with it. So I really want to attempt to try to get 200 stitches a month on this. So when, you know, it'll be big enough, or I want to get, you know, my goal of 5,000 done, and maybe once I get my goal of 5,000 done, I will move on to something else. I don't know. We'll see. The other thing I would like to start, because I might wait until Sunday, because starting on December 1st, from the 1st to the 5th, 1st to the 5th, I might wait until Monday to start it. You get 200 stitches on it. Okay. This is the one that I'll be working on, and we're starting December 1st. This is the Christmas rooster. And I love chicken decor. I don't know why. I do. But this would be perfect in my dining room now because it's got the same colors as my dining room, with the blues and the reds and the, you know, dark blue, light blue kind of thing. And I just absolutely love this little guy. He's so cute. So I can't wait to start him. And then, so, plans and goals. Christmas. Rooster. December 1st. Work on Frank's monster. December 1st. Okay, so, work on my skull sampler. November 29th. And I want to spin for a weekend whip, I believe. Yes, a weekend whip. Okay, so I get to start the February flower. This is a good thing. I'll show you what that one is. I still have it down here. I believe it's in here. Okay, let's see. It's March. September. October. December. Yeah, I don't have it in here. No, I guess I don't. Thought I had them all in here. Well, I'll have to find that. It's gonna be, maybe it's in the bucket. I don't know. Let's see. I'll have to find that one. I know I got it. I believe. I don't, and we're spinning for something else. Let's just spin for something else. That works. Because I'll have to find it and find them all and put them in the same thing. Ooh, gobble gob. I like that one. Okay. Work. 29th and 30th. And then on November 30th, start Celtic Owl. And yeah. So not much with life. I already told you about the car situation. We are having my stepchildren over today, this evening, for our own little untraditional Thanksgiving dinner. Other than that, the only thing I really have to do is clean up the table. So, I'm gonna do that. Other than that, I really don't have anything else. So I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving and enjoyed time with their family and friends. And I will see you next Friday, which will be the 5th. And oh, and if you did not watch my extra, this is my calendar for December. Well, one of the calendars I have for December. So what's going to happen with this is on Mondays we're going to have a motif Monday, which on Monday we're going to work on, we're going to start the Christmas chicken or Christmas rooster. And then we're going to go to the Spring Quaker by Jardin Privé and work on it for 5 Mondays. And then on Friday, after I get done filming, we are going to work on the soft wookie until it is finished. So if it takes 4 Fridays, awesome. If it doesn't, whenever I get it done, I get it done. So, and these are both 200 stitches per day, unless I decide I want to do more. Like if I'm almost done with the motif and I go over the 200 stitches, that's fine. What I am going to do is I'm going to write the stitch amounts for both on here. So, but basically I just have to finish the wookie and the rest is all letters. And this one, I'm not quite sure how much I need to get done, but I do know I need to get some done. I've been sorely lacking on some of my Quakers, but they'll show up when they show up. So, and I have to put dog lessons on my wheel. I have to put a bunch of things on my wheel that I want to get done. So, anyway. Alright. So, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. And hopefully you get a lot of stitches in. Anyway, keep on stitching on, y'all. Bye.